What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA Monday, March 4th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay, let's take a look at the point guard position. I like Eric Bledsoe from the Milwaukee Bucks playing the Phoenix Suns, who have the second worst defense overall, and they give up the 8th most fantasy points to opposing point guards. Eric Bledsoe has scored 52 and 66 fantasy points in his last 2 games, averaging 33.5 fantasy points per game on the season and an average of 29 minutes per game with a 23% usage rate. Eric Bledsoe is $6,500 DraftKings salary. He's $900 more on FanDuel, so I love that DraftKings price. Projected at 33.2 fantasy points here tonight. That's over 5 times value. This is a revenge game for Eric Bledsoe. The Phoenix Suns wanted nothing to do with him, so we know he's going to get up for this game. There's an implied total of 229.5 points in this game. Tons of points to go around. I love Eric Bledsoe here versus the Phoenix Suns. Remember, we added projected ownership, and that will be updating throughout the day as injury news changes. We also added the fantasy points per minute stat here for each player, and we also added a stat that's new to the industry. We call it the hit percentage, and it's the percent chance this player has to hit value at his current DFS salary. And you can access all these new stats even on mobile devices by tapping the dash rank icon. Okay, who do we have at the shooting guard position? I like Devin Booker from the Phoenix Suns playing the Milwaukee Bucks, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, but they give up the 5th most fantasy points to opposing shooting guards. Devin Booker has scored 36, 44, and 38 fantasy points in his last 3 games, averaging 41 fantasy points per game on the season and an average of 35 minutes per game with a 32% usage rate. Devin Booker is $7,800 DraftKings salary. He's $900 more on FanDuel, so I love that DraftKings price. He's projected at 42.2 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.4 times value with an implied total of 229.5 points in this game. Devin Booker should be a big part of that. This is a home game, a fast-paced game, and because of a few poor performances, a 36 and a 38, Devin Booker's price is now at $7,800 DraftKings salary, and he hits or exceeds 5 times value 67% of the time at that salary. So the price is right. I love Devin Booker here versus the Milwaukee Bucks. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the position optimizer where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new player trends tool where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, who do we have at the small forward position? I like Luka Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks playing the Brooklyn Nets, who have the 11th worst defense overall, and they're middle of the pack defending opposing small forwards. Luka Doncic has scored 38, 49, and 58 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 41.1 fantasy points per game on the season and an average of 32 minutes per game with a 30% usage rate. Luka's usage rate has been around 37% in the last 3 games. This guy almost always scores 50 or more. It's a fantastic matchup against the Brooklyn Nets. There's an implied total of 225.5 points in this game, so I love Luka Doncic here versus the Brooklyn Nets. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won, and then we'll send you $100 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, let's take a look at the power forward position. So I think I like this play even if Hassan Whiteside is in. I like Bam Adebayo from the Miami Heat playing the Atlanta Hawks, who have the absolute worst defense overall, and they give up the 12th most fantasy points to opposing power forwards. Bam Adebayo has scored 42, 27, and 35 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 22.1 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 22 minutes per game with a 15% usage rate. Bam Adebayo is $5,600 DraftKings salary. He's $100 less on FanDuel, so I like that price on both sites. So if Hassan Whiteside is out, I absolutely love Bam Adebayo. He'll be in almost all of my lineups. But if Hassan Whiteside is in, I still like Bam Adebayo. So I like Bam Adebayo tonight versus the Atlanta Hawks. Okay, moving on to the center position. I like Rudy Gobert from the Utah Jazz playing the New Orleans Pelicans, who have the 3rd worst defense overall. They give up the 9th most fantasy points to opposing centers. Rudy Gobert has scored 19, 35, and 48 fantasy points in the last 3 games, averaging 41 fantasy points per game on the season in an average of 32 minutes per game with an 18% usage rate. Rudy Gobert is $7,900 DraftKings salary. He's $2,400 more on FanDuel, so I love that DraftKings price. Projected at 39.7 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5 times value, and we know Rudy Gobert has that 50-point upside. It's a home game, fast-paced game versus a really bad defense in the Pelicans. There's an implied total of 230.5 points in this game. Huge total. I love Rudy Gobert here versus the Pelicans. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.